was talking to Siobhan Foster, for our CEO for VMS, and we were both admitted we're just a little bit afraid of clowns, but no clowning around today with us, right? We got some good, important stuff to talk about. And let's talk about these power alerts that really everybody should be enrolled in, especially here in the community, right?
Exactly. We encourage all of our residents to enroll in SCE power outage alerts because they're responsible for the power that comes into our community, not security or anyone else. And, as we know, outages can occur at any time.
Right.
So to register, you can log into your SCE account, or you can go to the SCE website, and the address is on the screen before you, and register for outage alerts. They'll provide updates on the outages and also provide information on scheduled maintenance outages that may be occurring in the community.
And those are so important for a lot of our people in our community who depend on some medical equipment sometimes too, in terms of maybe oxygen or something like that, that just breathing devices, things like that. They're so important, and those run on electricity.
That's correct.
And so those are important things to sign up for, so make sure you guys do that. Let's talk about some other things that are a little bit safety involved, workplace and community safety.
Yeah, so recently our safety team reinforced safety by making sure that all of our life-saving equipment is readily available for our residents and staff. This includes inspecting all automated external defibrillators, known as AEDs, to ensure full operation and charged batteries. And we installed a new AED at the pickleball courts.
That's a good place to do that, because I've been down there and those guys go hard down there, and I can imagine someday that might be necessary. Very important thing to have those things, and people need to understand how to use those too. That's important too.
Yes.
Make sure how they understand the operation. Look at those instructions when you're down there every once in a while, just to make sure you're familiar in case you're the one called upon to do that. Varmints, coyotes, and things like that. This is Laguna Woods. It's not Laguna streets, right? So we are in this kind of wooded area where wildlife is part of it.
That's correct. And so our board leadership, VMS staff, the city council, and city staff, as well as Laguna Beach Animal Services, have been meeting regularly to collaborate on coyotes in the community. One way the city and animal services is taking action is by clarifying who to contact and when involving coyotes.
Right.
And so what the city and animal services is advising is to call 911 if you or someone else is in imminent danger or under threat, or to contact Laguna Beach Animal Services to report encounters with coyotes exhibiting aggressive behavior, knowledge of a coyote attack, witnesses to people feeding wildlife, or dogs off leash or on leashes longer than 6 feet.
And then there are also sometimes you just see them, but they're not making any trouble there, so people shouldn't be calling 911. There's an alternative for that, right?
Correct. And so the city has launched a new non-emergency coyote hotline, and the number is on the screen before you, but it's 949-639-0501, or it's code at cityoflagunawoods.org via email. And this is to report pet or water food bowls left outside, fallen or low-hanging fruit that might attract the coyotes.
Or their prey.
That's true. Birdseed on the ground and overgrown vegetation that could provide habitat for coyotes.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that people keep in mind. Make sure you're not leaving anything out there in the community that the coyotes are going to go after and that kind of thing, because they're permanent guests here, just as we are in this community. So we have to learn how to share the area as well. Let's talk about the POTS migration update. What are we doing here?
This is kind of an exciting project.
Yeah.
VMS recently completed a project that enhances services and reduce costs. It's called POTS Migration. This is the plain old telephone system that is going away. This was completed at the beginning of October, and what it means is that we migrated all remaining analog lines or plain old telephone lines to a modern dual carrier cellular system, AT&T and Verizon. And this took care of 100% of the lines at clubhouses, the community center, maintenance yard, and golf facilities. But most importantly, phase 2 took care of all the fire alarm panels and the elevator telephones throughout the community. So now they have dual carrier access, and hopefully that will improve service. And it also saves significant money. Phase 1 reduced monthly costs by about $7,000, and phase 2 saved at least $12,000 per year.
I know people like hearing that when so many things are going up. Something that's going down is a great deal. And you got upgrade services and less money. That's a rarity right there.
Exactly.
We have some fencing issues going on, right?
Sure. The maintenance and construction department is working on Shepherd's Crook fence installations in both United and Third. They are replacing approximately 970 feet of barbed wire with decorative shepherd's crook iron fencing. In United, this is occurring on El Toro Road, and in Third along Santa Maria Avenue. And the mutuals continue to work towards replacing 7.5 miles of barbed wire fencing across the village.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what shepherd's crook looks like, but I guarantee it's better looking than barbed wire.
Exactly. Much more aesthetically pleasing.
I'm sure it's much nicer.
Yes.
The big thing that involves us here at Village Television and all over really every community that has a television or internet is the Ting update.
Correct. And so that project is well underway. And so these are just some numbers of the installations that have occurred in the Avenida Sevilla Calle Aragon area. Node 11, 74% of the installations have been completed. Mm-hmm. In Node 9, that's just gotten underway. About 3% of installs have been done. And in Node 8, about 4%. And again, that just got underway there. And work at Node 13th in the Northeast region is about to begin.
Yeah, it's a monumental task doing all these things, and and I know it's going to be great when it gets there, but we're not quite there yet. So people just be a little bit patient. We're going to be online with that soon, but it's an amazing undertaking. And I know Paul Ortiz, our guy, he's out there all the time. He's wearing his field clothes, and he's going out there and overseeing things and making sure things are going great. So I'm glad to know it's still going well. But on that note, we don't want to cancel our existing internet just yet.
That's correct. So we are reminding residents not to cancel West Coast internet yet. Residents should keep the existing internet accounts alive until Ting's fiber network is fully tested and certified. Mm-hmm. As you know, some manners are connected, but system-wide testing and validation is still underway.
Right.
Ting must complete outage simulations and performance checks before final approval, and residents will want that internet service while all that's happening, so they still have connectivity. Mm-hmm. And this could take about 1 year to finish all the...
Everybody's got to get plugged in, then we start working
yes.
it. We think those wires get crossed sometimes in the middle of this thing, and we wouldn't want people to not have their connections. Very important. Sometimes it can be a very important lifeline as well.
Absolutely.
I got my ballot in the mail. Did you get your ballot in the mail?
Yes.
The elections are coming up.
So I just wanted to let everyone know there's a ballot drop box at Laguna Woods City Hall, and there's also a vote center there. The ballot drop box is open 24 hours a day, now through November 4th at 8 p.m., located outside of the City Hall. And you can track your ballot online, which is kind of cool, at ocvote.gov/BLT. And the vote center at City Hall will be open November 1st through 3rd, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and November 4th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Again, that's located at City Hall. And then there are more drop boxes and vote centers throughout Orange County.
Right. Keep up that good tradition of voting in all these elections. There's lots going on in the community there for sure. Another thing that's we want to continue a tradition of is it's talking about employees and
yes.
Their service awards.
Yes, we're really excited. We recently celebrated VMS employees who've marked decades of service to our community. And of course, we want to extend sincere thanks to their dedication. Some of it is just outstanding. On the first screen, I'm showing you employees with 20 years of service. I'm not going to read through them, but if you should encounter any of them, please give them your thanks.
Quite the collection through all the services we provide here, right? It's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And then when we get to 25 and 35 years of service, I do want to give these employees a shout out.
Here we go.
We have David Gomez, irrigation foreman, and Juan Hernandez, maintenance carpenter technician, who have served our community for 25 years. Miguel Carmenina and Laura Robles have served for 35 years. One is a fleet supervisor, the other is an irrigation technician.
Wow.
And
they know their jobs.
Absolutely. And then we have some employees who are celebrating 40 years of service. Leonardo Lopez, tree foreman. John Ortiz, senior maintenance plumber. Our very own Paul Ortiz here has served the community for 45 years. And of just incredible note is our 55-year employee, Felipe Artega, who's a mechanical shop foreman.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, Paul Ortiz, all of these people on this list, Leonard, everybody, amazing job for that. And Siobhan, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to your next update.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're watching This Day. We'll be talking to the old pros when we come back. Stay with us.